guys, what's up? It's your girl Cameron, and I'm back with your Insecure review for the week. This is Insecure Season 3, Episode number 5, High Like. And what a perfect title. Okay, so it looks a little different today because I'm using my laptop. But we're going to get into this review. So if you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe down below to my channel. I'm Cameron, and this is Cameron Music TV. Like the video, share the video, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Cameron Music TV, and comment down below what you thought about this week's episode. All right, so without further ado, let's get into this review. So, as y'all know, Issa and her girls are going on their girls' trip to Beychella, Beyonce-chella. We all know last year, or this year, seemed like so long ago, this year, Beyonce slayed Coachella with the full, I did a whole review on it, but she did a whole marching band HBCU tribute, and Issa and her girls got a chance to go. But no sooner than they got a chance to go did they mess it all up with their antics. So anyway, we're speeding ahead. So Issa has quit her job, so she has a lot of extra time. She's lifting a whole lot more. She got the bag and the water ready for the guy with the hangover about to throw up. You know, she's talking to people more. And she's serving as Molly's assistant because she really wants her best friend to go on this trip and not have to worry about work stuff. So she's picking up her dry cleaning, and she's taking her dog where the dog needs to go. And, you know, she stops by her job, and it's just, you know how we all are with our girls, just silly, goofy, all at the girls' job, you know, talking about she learned the formation dance all in the office. But we see Molly is still trying to get her foot in there. So she's competing. She's working together with the Morehouse dude. And there's something that they can do to get ahead on the case. And Molly takes it on knowing that she don't have the time. She's about to go away for a weekend, and she should lighten her load rather than trying to take it all on the Friday that they're leaving. So in true Molly form, she takes it all on, and now she's going to have to stay late for work. And, Issa finds out, and she's like, no, you need to come with us. What are you doing? So Molly figures she's going to work it out. So we got Kelly, Tiffany in the car, and they're waiting on Issa. Issa put this old cardboard sign on her door saying who the tenants can hit up because she's going out of town. And I mean, just the little parts in this show are just so funny. We seen the neighbor from, how did I just forget her last apartment complex? It just left my mind. We seen the neighbor from then talking about, can I get to the Brenshaw Mall? He hopped in her Uber, so, or in her Lyft. So it was real cool to see him. I was wondering if he was going to be back. And then this new neighbor now, Trina, talking about she got bed bugs and, just all the comedic reliefs in the show. We really love and appreciate them. I want to go ahead and point out that Black Girls Rock came on tonight. I will be reviewing it. And they made sure to make it go off as soon as Insecure came on. I said, if that's not Black Girl Magic right there, let's work together. Now, I don't know if it was on purpose, but it happened that way. So anyway, I'm not looking at my notes because I'm trying to get through this. I like to do the Insecure reviews the night before, so then, people can see it, but we all got work in the morning. It comes on so late. So anyway, I'm trying to get through my little notes. So yeah, they're going in the car on the way, and Molly's gonna meet them later. So Coachella is like towards Palm Springs area, I believe. So it's like a 2-hour drive. They can figure that, and they just say they're gonna wait around for Molly to get there. They're gonna get dressed, and Tiffany says she's gonna take a little nap. We see that Kelly is on a edible. Okay, and Kelly is already bugging out. So she is setting the tone for the weekend. When I say this episode was just so full of drugs, I was just like, okay, me and my girls would never. I've never done a drug in my life, so I cannot relate to this type of thing. Maybe it's like the Coachella atmosphere. You just forget all your inhibitions and all your responsibilities. But stuff like that, I could never, even if I wasn't in the military, I just could never. It's just not me. But when I say, so let me keep on track. So by the time Molly gets there, they're all passed out, and so Molly has enough time to finish her work. And then Issa wakes everybody up in true Tanisha BGC fashion with the "I ain't get no sleep because of y'all ain't gonna get no sleep because of me." So she wakes everyone up, and they take shots in the morning, including Tiffany. You know, she gave her some rosé or whatever. And this starts the day. Issa's got the full schedule until Nathan texts. I'm like, Nathan is that. Now that I see that Lawrence is back. Yeah, we gonna fast forward. Now that I see that Lawrence is back, I'm wondering if Nathan is kind of this, like, you know, guilty pleasure, like that tub of ice cream that you got in the freezer that you know you shouldn't be eating. Do not eat the whole thing in one setting, just a little by little every day. He is not, to me, he's definitely not boyfriend type. He's just not, because he don't have, there is no like cap. It's just like Molly and trespassing and skinny dipping and like skipping work, like all these things which become fun because you're being rebellious. But it's like, is he really good for like your adult life? Like, no. And the good thing is when you're, you know, out there, like I said before, she needs to go through a few and have dates and all this stuff. So it's cool to have fun, but I mean, at my own expense, I don't know. So anyway, that she gets up and they change their schedule for Nathan, okay? And they go to this pool party. And even Tiffany, I'm looking at Tiffany like, Tiffany's kind of round. My pregnant friends would not be down for the get down this much. Like, Tiffany hung in there to be around all these people just high off their behind and drunk off their behind, and you just sober. I don't know how she did it. So they link up with Nathan and his friends. You know, Molly Percocet, Molly Squared. It's a lot of funny stuff going on. I wouldn't have been so friendly with the friends. They look like drug induced. Like, y'all want to take pills? And I'm just like, I would have been just like Tiffany, like, I don't know you. And then I'm pregnant. Like, maybe I am too bougie, but stuff like that, like, you don't just roll up on, no. But sure enough, they're popping the pills. Let me see. They popping the pills, and they're, I forgot to say, they got the Airbnb, you know. Y'all know all that. Y'all know how girls' trips go. But they popping the pills, and Issa is so messed up. I mean, I've never been on Molly, but, you know, they say you're, like, hypersensual. So Nathan is touching Issa, and Issa is just saying stuff out loud that she would probably normally say on the inside. Like, your touch is just so touchy. Like, I was like, Issa, girl. And then Molly's going out bad because she just spilling her whole life. She's a very like whiny drunk and whiny person who's, when they're not sober, just whines and whines and whines about life and how she not getting stuff the way she wants and her life is just so hard. So, all right, let me see. So they're high. They're moving through the day, though, pretty well. And they're taking more pills. And they walk into Coachella, and it just looks so beautiful. And they're so excited. And, you know, Tiffany is holding this spot because she's got to see Beyonce. Now, I'm going to tell you what. They was way more calm than I would have been. Coachella tickets are not cheap, I'm sure. Beyonce is there. There's no way. We would not have missed Beyonce. There's no way. We would have stood outside of the gates and listened. There's no way. So anyway, they're standing there and Molly is trying to lay down because she's that messed up. Kelly gets into it with some white people, like she just so mad about these people taking her spot, but they're right, it's a field, so you don't have a spot. And because y'all walked away, but because they're so high, they don't even realize it. So meanwhile, Nathan and Issa went together to go to the restroom. They end up getting on the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel gets stuck. I cannot, will not, shall not. Ferris, I don't do rides getting stuck. But anyway, Issa is really like, oh, I forgot to say, she starts rapping because she's that drunk out loud. And Nathan finishes it. So it's like, on one hand, I feel like Nathan's like her soulmate. But on the other hand, I feel like Nathan is that devil on the shoulder that be encouraging you to do the wrong things. I mean, they're fun, but they wrong. So, they end up knocking the boots on the Ferris wheel. And I'm just waiting for the condom. No condom. He's a stranger. I need Issa with all this, with this platform. I mean, she can't get everything right, trust me. And maybe this is true to form. Like, we've all been in that position where we haven't wrapped it up, and, you know, then we learn later on that we should do that. But I don't know. I was like, no condom, really, Issa? So anyway, they're on the Ferris wheel, knocking the boots, and they get it back together. She finally gets a signal because they didn't have a signal this whole time. And she finds out her friends is getting locked up. Well, not locked up, detained and escorted off of the premises. When I tell you, this part had me cracking up. I was like laughing. You know how you do, like, you put LOL, you put LMAO, but you ain't laughed a bit. Your face ain't moved a bit. No, I was laughing, cackling out loud at Kelly. She was just a mess. I was sitting there wondering, like, how much of this is improv? Like, this can't all be scripted. She is a riot. Down to the point where she was like, F this, and started running back to the field and got tased and peed on herself. I said, I simply cannot. So, long story short, they were too high to even go see Beyonce. They couldn't last long enough to watch the Queen. End up going home super high. Like, Issa walks in. Oh, she didn't catch them at the gates. She met them at the house. She walks in. Molly is typing so fast, not even typing real sentences. Thank God she had Issa to pull it away from her. Tiffany's in the closet in the fetal position on the phone with her husband crying. And Kelly is pissed. I mean, rage. And everybody's just high. Like, just high and dumb, just gone. And that's when Tiffany lets us know that she had a piece of a weed brownie. And I'm just like, girl. Like, it was just a rough night. That's why I say somebody got to be sober, because all of that going on, it's a wonder how they even got home. What if Nathan's friends wasn't that trustworthy? What, you know, like, what if? I just be so what if, and then the door was unlocked when Issa walked up. Like, maybe I am just a worrier. I don't know. But I be trying to be on my stuff, because then when you get caught up out here, you don't have no one to blame but yourself. So the next morning, it's just all a big joke. Everybody's laughing because, you know, that's girls' night. That's what happens. You wake up and you got one shoe on. Kelly smell like pee. Molly's missing a track. Like, everybody's laughing at it because it did not go as planned. But, you know, it's something for the memory books. So Tiffany needs water, which is, go figure, because she's pregnant and she ain't had none probably the whole day. And so her and Issa ride to the store, and you can tell Tiffany's sad. Tiffany is feeling like, you know, left out, because she's feeling like her girls are going to move on without her, because she's starting something new that a child doesn't really fit in that. And I don't have any children, but I believe that a lot of mothers feel this way. A lot of cliques of friends feel this way. And it's valid, because you might not be able to go on all the girls' trips, because, yeah, you're going to need a sitter. But I mean, at the same time, you have a husband. It's not like you're a single parent. But yeah, you are more tired and your priorities change and you want to be friends with other mothers. So Tiffany may be afraid of that, but that's a part of growing and becoming an adult. And hopefully, you know, their clique doesn't split up. From what I hear, Insecure is really more about the girls, the clique of girls type of thing, like girlfriends. It's not really too much about all the other stuff that happens. So maybe Tiffany, they'll work it out and figure out a way to do it. I want to stop my review and congratulate Insecure and the cast and Issa Rae on getting renewed for season 4. I totally forgot about it, but I seen it on Twitter and I'm super excited, super happy for them, because they're keeping us all in business with these reviews. And we love the show anyway. Now, what I'm hoping, I know I paused my whole review, but what I'm hoping for next season is we get longer episodes. And then I need the show to come on at like 8. Now, granted, it did come on just in time, you know, after the award show, and it was good that it was later, but we work tomorrow. So it's hard to like stay up and, I mean, it's not that hard, but it's hard enough if you do these reviews and, you want to be able to watch the show and not be falling asleep during the show or ignoring all your responsibilities, whatever, which you really could do them before the show comes on. But y'all know what I'm saying. So back to the review. They're at 7-Eleven, which is a California treasure, okay? And Issa's in there looking for alkaline water. And she sees Chad. Now, when I seen Chad, just like when I saw the neighbor who was talking about Brenshaw Mall, I was like, oh, like, I miss seeing them. I didn't realize how much I miss seeing them. But then we see somebody else come around the corner. And I said, Issa is very calculated, okay? Now, when they said that Jay Ellis wasn't going to be in this season, I just felt so betrayed and proud in the same sentence. Like, Jay Ellis is back, Lawrence is back, and then even the preview for the rest of the season, Lawrence is like in every episode. I'm like, are they rebuilding the bridge? Because this is what happens. People break up. They realize how much they miss each other, how much they love each other. Because men have that whole period where they mess around and F around, and then they get by themselves and they realize what they are missing, and then they find themselves all over again, and then they want the girl back. Is what's going on? Like, what is going on? I know the Lawrence Hive was too hype. Y'all, when I seen Lawrence, I just said, Issa, girl, be strong, girl. Be strong. What do y'all think is going to happen? What y'all think is going to happen? Because I really feel like they might get back together. Because this is real life. They have mutual friends. There has to be a baby shower coming up. There's going to be other stuff that happens. So they were going to see each other. My thing is just, usually when this happens, Lawrence brings around someone new. We kind of went through that awkward thing at the birthday dinner. So I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about this. My soul was like, ooh, a fresh face. Not a fresh face. Like, his face seemed so fresh because of the memory, the familiarity of him. But then at the same time, I was just like, I don't know. Lawrence is back. Well, y'all, that's your Insecure review for the week. This episode was amazing with the whole girls trip and the drugs and all that. I'm sure Molly is not like a super hardcore drug like that, but you wouldn't have caught me doing that. But I'm just so sad. I think it's only 8 episodes a season, so this is about to wrap up pretty quick. Anyway, comment down below what you guys thought about this week's episode. What does the Lawrence Hive think? Are we glad about Lawrence's return? Are we upset about Lawrence's return? I'm still on the fence. I don't really know. But I'm Kemaray, and this is Kemaray Music TV. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Kemaray Music TV. Like this video and share the video, and leave down in the comments down below what you thought about this week's episode. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.